Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Y'all low key thought I was done for today, but God got me on a roll, baby. Anywho, the message I heard is it's not going to them. The scripture comes from Proverbs 29 and 17. Though a man burdened with human blood were to flee to the grave, none should support him. He who walks uprightly is safe, but he whose ways are crooked falls into the pit. Mm, mm. Baby, he who walks uprightly is safe, but he whose ways are crooked falls into the pit. He who cultivates his land will have plenty of food, but from idle pursuits a man has his fill of poverty. The trustworthy man will be richly blessed. He who is in haste to grow rich will not go unpunished. To show partially is never good, for even a morsel of bread a man may do wrong. So, here's the message. Okay, here's the message. I'm going down to where it say, he who rebukes a man gets more thanks in the end than one with a flattering tongue. Here's the message, baby. So as God was calling me to make this video, God was speaking to me and he said, it was funny when they were picking on you. Yeah, they think it was funny when they were picking on you. They picked a fight with you. They started with you. They was poking at you and messing with you. They ain't have to mess with you. They could have went on about their business. They could have went on about they did not have to start a battle with you. They did not have, like, this is someone, they came against you on purpose. They sought to start a war against you on purpose. And they just thought that you were going to stay quiet. You were just supposed to sit there and take it and let them attack you and let them keep poking you and let them keep punching you and let them keep hitting you. You wasn't supposed to do nothing. And now that you have fought back, they are crying wolf. They want to go and they want to hide and no, and I don't know why you were attacking me and you were being mean to me and you did this, you did that. In reality, they started with you. They want to act like you the bully and they the bully. Baby, just like I said, throwing rocks, hiding their hand. Throwing rocks and hiding their hand. They kept on messing with you. And they kept on messing with you. And they kept on messing with you. You ignored them. This somebody, you been ignoring them. You been knew they was trying to mess with you. You been knew they was trying to poke at you, but you was leaving them alone. But when you stand up for yourself, all of a sudden, you are so evil and you are so bad and you are so awful and how dare you and who do you think you are? Like, they should have left you alone. They should have left you alone. God said it's not going to them because they shouldn't have messed with you in the first place. They could have left you alone. If they would have carried on worrying about their business while you were concerned with your business, they wouldn't even have to deal with any of it. But because they decided to stick their nose in your business, now they have to deal with the fact that you are like, leave me alone. And that's like literally what I mean, that you are just like, leave me alone. Stop, don't mess with me now. He who walks uprightly is safe, but he whose ways are crooked falls into the pit. They started with their crooked ways. Instead of them carrying on, they could have lived uprightly too. They could have just listened to what God was instructed them to do and carried on with their destiny, and they will be fine. But no, they had to turn. They made a right. Off of the righteous path, they made a turn somewhere so that they could come and attack you. And they figured out that once they got over there, you wasn't by yourself. When they saw you, they saw that it looked like you was by yourself. But then they got over there and realized that God was standing in front of you. They didn't realize that. They didn't see that. They didn't see that. They didn't see that God was standing over there next to you. They didn't see that God took a step in front of you and wasn't gonna let them get past. When they was messing with you, and now they screaming and hollering and saying that you this awful person and how dare you and oh no and I can't believe they attacking me like this and I didn't do anything. They know good and well if they would have left you alone, they wouldn't even have to deal with God coming after them for what they did to you. It's sad, really, because if they would have just kept going down the path of righteousness, they wouldn't even have to worry about it. But because they, stiff-necked and stubborn, decided to make a turn to come and try to throw you off your path, they have to deal with God now. God said they can sit around and cry wolf all they want to. He saw what they did. They can sit around and act like they are so hurt and they're been attacked and they're the weak one now and oh no, somebody is coming after me now. And they know good and well if they would have left you alone, they wouldn't even have to deal with it. If they would have left you alone, they wouldn't even have to deal with it. But now they crying wolf because they have started this, okay? Baby, what God said, they will fall to their own devices. They will cause their own destruction. The same pit they dug for you, they tripped and they fell in it. They should have left you alone. They should have left you alone. And they should have left you all the way alone. He who walks uprightly is safe, but he whose ways are crooked falls into the pit. That part. God said they ain't gonna win this one. They should have just left you alone. They should have just left you alone. And that's literally if they would have left you alone, if they wouldn't have been picking at you, if they wouldn't have been bullying you, if they wouldn't have been teasing you, if they wouldn't have been poking you, if they wouldn't have been throwing little pieces of paper at you and whatever, they wouldn't have to deal with it. They would not have to deal with you standing up. What do you do to a bully? When you want the bully to leave you alone, you stand up for yourself. Period. Period. This is common sense. Somebody keep messing with you, you stand up for yourself. You weren't mean about it. You weren't rude about it. All you said was straight facts. Look, I was over here minding my business, doing what God asked me to do. I don't know why you keep on tapping me on my shoulder, but I'm going to ask you very nicely to stop. And now all of a sudden, because you called them out, because they wouldn't stop poking you, you're an awful person. You the big bear, the big bad wolf. Because how dare you tell them that they can't poke you on the shoulder no more and they can't pick on you no more. And now all of a sudden they crying wolf. Oh no, I can't believe that they're calling me out for poking them. They shouldn't have been poking you in the first place. Like this is like they dug a pit thinking you was gonna fall in it. And they fell in it. And now they pointing at you like, hey, I fell in this pit. I can't believe you made me fall in the pit. You ain't have nothing to do with the pit that they was digging over there. They were digging it with intentions of you falling in it. But now they mad that instead of you falling in it, they fell in it. They thought that you were going to fall into the pit. But they didn't realize that God had a rope around you, around your waist, making sure that you don't slide, that the wind don't blow you that way, and that they wouldn't be able to trick you into the pit. They thought while you was walking, you would accidentally fall in. But God told, hey, you better watch where you stepping. And I just feel like that's the message for whoever this is for. You wasn't bothering nobody. You wasn't messing with nobody. You wasn't chasing after nobody. You was minding your own business. And they decided to come over to where you was at and mess with you. And now they had to deal with the fact that God was standing there next to you. They didn't see him at first. But that's what happens when somebody is living a crooked, when their ways are crooked. They can't see God standing there. They thought you was standing by yourself. But guess what? They found out. Okay, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.